Okay, it's been a while. Just letting all of the various bits connect. And we are live. So, today I'm gonna just do a quick video. I know I haven't done a live stream for a while. This is gonna be a sort of quick run through of how to export stems from Logic Pro. This is the quickest way I've found. There are other things. There's something called Bounce Butler I haven't tried. But essentially, the way I used to work was solo each thing and, export or like bounce each thing soloed, because I wanted to keep all my sidechain and, reverbs and sends and all that stuff. Anyway, this is the best way that I've found to do it, and you still keep all the sidechain, you keep all of that good stuff, all your sends and whatever. So let's start. So what you want to do is, the track that we're exporting is a track called Olympus by Raffy Bushman. It's out now. It came out last week. I went to see him play at Ronnie Scott's blinding show. This is his new string quartet project, and it's essentially him on cello and with a string quartet. It's actually a quintet because there's a double bass, cello, viola, violin 1 and 2, and drums. So this is a kind of taste of it. So yeah, that's the basic idea. It's kind of pretty buggy hip hop meets classical meets jazz. So first of all, I'm going to take all of this stuff off the master. This is all my kind of mastering tools. So we've got a nice clean output, which is where all the stems are going to go out through. You don't want a load of compression, limiting, EQ, whatever on your output when you're running off stems, because it may work to the whole track, it may work with the full track, but then when you listen back to the individual stems, they're going to be processed weirdly. When you compile all of those stems together, they're just going to be super loud, and it's not going to be the same mix that you had. So first thing to do is take everything off the output. Then we're looking at, I'm not going to export individual kick, snare, hi-hat, all that stuff. I'm just going to export drums, bass, this reverb, and the strings and the string room, so that you can get a nice sort of balance between the dry and the room on the strings. So the first thing to do is select the last channel. Then when you press this thing, which is read, which will send this channel up into the arrangement page. The reason that I say the last channel is so that you can keep the exact same arrangement of all your stems if you were to keep them in the arrangement page. So you can just do that, and they are all in the same. This is as if I haven't touched them, but they are all now up in the arrangement page. But as I said, I'm not going to need the individual stems of those, so let's get rid of them. And I'm not going to need this snare buzz, because that's going out. That's output to bus 7, which is the drums bus anyway. So we're just going to deal with these. So what we need to do first is get your pencil tool and just make a little, oh, I've messed it up there, but I can move that. Just make a little block at the start of the project. Move that there. And as you can see, they're all named and stuff. So then all we need to do is drag that out to the end of the project, or the end of the whatever section it is you want to be exporting. Make sure you get the end of the sort of loop, because that's making sure that all of the audio is in. And then we just make sure they're all highlighted and go to folder, pack folder. You can see that it's in my shortcuts there already. So then you can get rid of those if you want, if you don't want them on the arrange page. And then I can just call that stems. It's called drums because that was the first region, but you can easily change that by naming it by the track name stems. So then you just click into there and you've got your stems, or at least your stem channels, and nothing else. If you want to click out of that, you can either press this leave folder, this sort of curved arrow, or you can just double click on a blank part of that. So it's quite easy to click in and out of folders in Logic. So in this folder, we're going to export all our, I don't know why these are in there. Okay, well, it's possibly because they're all going to the drums, so they need to be there anyway. But yeah, this is our stems, and then we just go to file, export all tracks as audio files, and it will just export. You can see I've already done it. And what I did was I called it, because it's the first project of a kind of EP of tracks. So I called it String Quartet 1 because they weren't named at the time. So it's SQ1 underscore, and that's my custom title. And then each of the stems is named by the name of the channel. So they all come out there. You just make sure you trim silence at the end of the file. WAV 24-bit. And I don't normalize anything because that will mess all the levels up. So just overload protection only, just to make sure that it's not clipping. And that's it. And then you can just press export and it will export all of those. And as you can see, I've already done it here. There we go. You've got your... So that's the double bass. And then we've got our drums. So yeah, obviously it's a bit quieter than the original audio I played you because it doesn't have all that mastering on the output. But that's about it, basically. Thanks for watching. Let us know if that was useful. Get in touch, like and subscribe, all those things. I can't guarantee that I'll be doing lots of these, but this is one that I regularly find is an issue for people, and anyone with Logic. Stop soloing stuff, just export, just create a folder and export it. Okay.